What's going on, Slumpbusters? This is Kyle here with another edition of the YouTube. So the NFL announced their COVID-19 protocols for the 2021 season, and two parts that were of news this week was that there is the potential for forfeitures for teams who have COVID-19 outbreaks that remain below the 85% vaccination threshold. Presently, there are 4 teams in the NFL that are below the 50% vaccination threshold, which are the Washington football team, the Arizona Cardinals, Jacksonville Jaguars, and Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert, the Chargers quarterback, said as much during his preseason interview, in which he stated that only a handful of players on the Chargers team find themselves vaccinated right now. The other topic of note was that there is a potential for fines as high as $14,000 for unvaccinated players and coaches who decide to violate COVID-19 protocols. Much like with the rest of society right now, the NFL is no different, despite the fact that the NFL has a 25% higher vaccination rate, currently at 73%, than society at large, which is around 48%. Employers are incentivizing their employees to get vaccinated, with potential mandates coming based on how the direction of COVID moves within the next 2 months. And by creating these incentives, you get people who may have been reluctant to get vaccines to potentially get vaccinated and move the threshold closer towards herd immunity, around 70%. A number of players got upset on the internet over this, including Cardinals wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins and noted anti-vaxxer Cole Beasley of the Buffalo Bills. Beasley, in fact, went back and forth with his teammate Jerry Hughes on the internet, which was much to the chagrin of NFL Twitter, which has been starving for content for close to about 2 weeks. 2 offensive line coaches, the former offensive line coach of the Minnesota Vikings and offensive line coach of the New England Patriots, both resigned or were fired or mutually agreed to part ways with their teams on Friday following the announcement of the COVID-19 protocols. It's an interesting dynamic that I'm sure will play out more across all of society, but more specifically with sports as a microcosm across the next few months, as the NFL takes a semi-significant stand, at least given where things stand with the country as a whole around COVID-19 protocols, in trying to create incentives for people to get vaccinated, as they should as an employer and as a responsible member of society. Remember to check out the Slumpbuster podcast on YouTube, and thanks to our sponsor, Caveman Coffee Co. Use that promo code SLUMP to get 25% off your order over at cavemancoffeeco.com. Thanks for stopping in here today, and we'll talk to you soon.